Hi guys, it's me, Crowded Tea. Here I am wanting to tell you a little bit about a deep, dark secret that they have here in Mineville, and that is the 21 days rule. What is the 21 days rule? What they don't tell you. If you don't play for 21 days, you lose your city. You lose your claims. Any claims that you have bought with real money are connected to your city, and they will be gone. And what that means is that your cities become susceptible to griefers. There are a lot of people out there that watch the map, see where you are, and keep an eye on the activity of areas. They might come over to your warp, visit your base. Not only are they there to play with you and trade with you and buy from your shops, but they're watching. They're watching for activity. They're watching for those 21 days to let up, and they're watching for you to lose your city, to lose your claims. So I bring that up because I just had something happen to me. The way this mountain was built, it was built as a group effort of 3 cities. We wanted to maximize our claims, and so we all became co-ops of each other's city. One of my co-ops stopped playing. The one that built this beautiful house, the one that built the underground base, it was all his idea. And his city fell while I was at work, and I didn't have time to claim it. Luckily, when the griefers came in, they took a few memories and they took some stuff. They didn't damage us too bad. This was one of the memories. This is an old build. This used to be the basement to Harpy's house. They came in, they took all of his chests out. I'm in the process of putting them all back. Luckily, there wasn't much in here. I moved it down to my storeroom, but they had destroyed every single one of those chests. This was an old farm. We don't use it. He did it for aesthetics. And they destroyed it. They took all the dirt. They dug a bunch of holes in our grass. Harpy had an old house here, which is why the mountain comes up and around. He didn't want us to destroy the house, so we built over it. Then one day he logged on and said that the house didn't match the mountain, so he got rid of the house. And a little while later, when I made the bamboo, he built this house. But on his house was a wall with signs. And when Earth first started, you could write on signs on claimed land. And so as a joke, we all tagged the signs on the side of his house. So when he took the house down, he left the wall here because some of the players had stopped playing, and the griefers took it. It wasn't anything. It was 16 snow blocks that he built into a little sign. Looked like a little billboard, and they destroyed it. Our friend Tien joined and made a little memorial of the memorial of Harpy's house, and it says, "In memory of a memory." But I tell you guys this because this is one of the breaks of having co-ops. The griefers came in, killed all of the blue axolotls we were breeding, and my frog light farm killed the frogs, took the dispensers, and took the magma spawners. If their life gets busy and they, for whatever reason, cannot play anymore, cannot get online, lost their game pass, you run the risk of them losing their city. The griefers came in. Luckily, they did not do a whole lot of damage, but they sell wanted half of my storeroom, all of my ores, all of my wood, and they destroyed my auto sorter, which I still now need to fix. Now, I tell you guys about this because in the grand scheme of things, I am actually extremely lucky grief-wise. My claims were unclaimed for 2 hours, and they were able to come in and do all that. They could have literally leveled this whole thing if they were that ambitious, and they didn't. So I got very lucky, and I was able to come back in and reclaim most of it and get a couple of other friends to claim a couple of sections. But there are people that on this server that for whatever reason stopped playing. You went on vacation, mom grounded you, you lost your pass, whatever the case may be, and they are not so lucky. They come back on and they have nothing. Their entire base was pillaged. Their spawners were taken. If they have an armor room, their armor was taken. And they have no clue about the rule. And the first time I heard about it, I made a massive stink in the Discord. And I tagged Pizza and I said, at the very least, you could have been courteous enough to tell your players that if you do not play for 21 days, you will lose your city and you will lose the money that you have invested into this game through the bundles, through the claims, through your spawners. One player even got taken for $70 million because they raided his shops. And as a response, I ended up getting banned from the Discord. But I lucked out. I got a hold of someone and I says, what can I do? I don't even know what he banned me for. I've always been on this server and I help all the other players, and that's what I do. I give them information, I give them advice. I probably help them out a lot more than the staff does. And I'm banned from the Discord. And I was told to put an appeal in. And I says, I don't have access. I can't. They told me to have a friend put an appeal in for me. And so I contacted a bunch of my friends and I had them put in an appeal. And after 2 days, I was unbanned. But this 21-day rule has always been a thorn in my side ever since I first learned about it. Maybe I'm one of those that are just a little bit too sentimental. A lot of us came over here to Earth from Skyblock, and they sunsetted the Skyblock that we absolutely loved. But one of the reasons that we loved our super crazy glitchy Skyblock was that our islands were forever. There was a lot of islands on there that are 6, 7, 8 years old. It was so fun to see those and see what used to be in the game or see how they acquired something. And a lot of the islands there had history. And it's neat. It's neat. But you're not going to have that longevity here on Earth. You're not going to be able to leave and then come back in a year or 2 years. You need to log in every 21 days. If you don't log in every 21 days, you lose absolutely everything that you built for your base. So as you guys fly around Earth, you're going to see a lot of what used to be really beautiful builds that have been griefed. And you're probably wondering, how could this happen? Why would they not put a claim on it? Fact of the matter is, they did. And at one point it was claimed. But something Mineville doesn't tell you, and something that really irks me, is there's a 21-day rule. If you don't play, you put your base at risk. don't log into the server for 21 days, you lose your city, your warps, and everything you had here.